Hello, welcome to Sisters Talk.
Ashley here.
Shann. So today we're going to actually do one-on-ones and ask each other questions that families don't like to ask. So let's see how it goes.
Okay. Of course, I'm going to go first. Okay, so my first question is, what do you admire most about me?
Oh, you know what? That's easy. I admire the fact that I think that it was easy for you to forgive mommy. I don't know if I would have that. You know, I'm not as nice, I think, in some areas. And I don't think it would have been easy for me to just come back and be like, hey, mom, and everything would be peaches and cream. And I feel like you did that gracefully. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just don't know if it would have been.
Girl.
She always the first one to cry, but I don't think I would have been. But I think I would have wanted it, but that it would have been harder for me to just let go and be fully into it. Like you didn't even live with her a month after you met her,
Right?
And was regular, like I would have like, I don't know her. You know, I'm very standoffish. I don't think so. I definitely admire that. What do you like most about our relationship?
We like to bid. Like, I like how, like, no, listen. I think what makes it so special between us, like, we could be shopping together or be out to eat somewhere and see something crazy, and I can look to my side and she just gonna look at me
and
like,
we just know we don't have
it's
to
like, we just share this brainwave and it's just nice. Like, I feel like we don't have to try. Like,
right.
That's my best friend. We also got the same DNA going. Okay. All right. What was your best memory of us?
The first summer she moved here, we were with my mom and my aunt, and we went to a block party and to a birthday cookout. And of course, it was summertime, so we had like, you know, we were dressed, we were like cute, seeing those in tight jeans on, I think, or whatever. And we're like walking down the street, we're making my mom like take pictures of us from behind, like, whose butt is bigger? Does mine sit more? Do I have a cup? It was like, we were like so happy that day. I feel like that was like the first day we like, besides just being in the house.
Yeah, I got to actually be out. I think it was my first day out. Yeah, right. It was that.
But it was a great day.
Yeah.
I think that's like, I don't know. I think I'll like never forget that day. Okay. What can I do to be a better sister?
Well, damn, that got deep real quick. Shit.
My questions are deep. I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay. I feel. When a situation is brought to your attention, I feel like you need to, before you're so quick to react and like curse us the fuck out, like evaluate the situation and then like, you know.
But yeah, I think that's in every aspect of my life. I don't think that's just was us. I think I just need to be better at that.
Side note, I'm a little sensitive. I feel like this, like, remember the first time, y'all don't even know what the first time we ever argued. I just know like we obviously had arguments and disagreements. I think I was a little more sensitive because I didn't know how to take. I didn't know if it was a temporary thing between, like, if we were beefing was temporary. I didn't know how long it was going to last. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, we mad. Like, the next day, like, all right, you done? Like,
right.
So, I think.
No, I agree on that. Yeah, and I definitely see that.
Okay. All right. When are you jealous of me?
I hate the word jealous because I don't think I'm jealous of anybody. But I guess envy means the same thing. Maybe it just doesn't sound as bad. I think, I don't know if I want to say I'm jealous of that though. Because you know me, I'm big on y'all. Like I want y'all to be great. Way better than me. But probably the profession that you're in. Because that's something I know I wanted to do. And I think right before you moved here, when I wasn't working, and I think, or were you here already? I don't know, but I remember I was actually looking into going to school.
I remember we had the talk.
Remember being an LPN, but because I have the misdemeanor charges, when I called Harrisburg to ask them what had happened, and they said to me, oh, well, you would have to go through school, take the test, and once you pass, then a board of people would have to decide. I'm just like, so y'all want me to pay, do all this stuff, and just for me to sit in front of a group of people for y'all to say, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I think your profession, because we make around the same amount of money, but I think I would actually, you know, just enjoy doing something that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good one.
When do you feel closest to me?
I think I feel closest when we're having a good time, when we're laughing together. I feel like we don't do sad in this family well. And I feel like when we're like that, we like to kind of just do it separately.
Right.
So I feel like when we're together like this, being wineaholics, that's like...
Well, that sounds great.
Yes. Yeah, because just... It's always like a party. Like, it's literally, how many times do we go out? We're just us in place. Like, and then, like, to the end of the night, people are like, oh, yo, we all know it. Like, it's just, I don't know, we just have that. Like, I feel like we're, like, natural, like, I don't know if we're, like, leaders, what you would call it. The people just like to just be around us. I don't know. Yeah, so we're having a good time.
We are the party.
Yes. Okay. All right. What is the toughest challenge that you feel like you faced being the oldest sibling? Or if you can't, have that, anything like that you can describe, like what's just something that you wish you never had bestowed upon you, being older?
Okay, I think I'm going to go with the first thing, the way you said, the most challenging thing being the oldest sibling. I think before mommy died, I don't feel like it was a challenge for me. It might not have been great all the time, but I don't think it was a challenge I don't think it bothered me. When mommy died, that's when it became a challenge because, like I've said before, well, no, I don't think I really said it, but in the poem that I wrote, I don't feel strong anymore. It's hard for me. I just want you guys to be okay. If I could take everybody's pain from that situation and just deal with it, I would. I don't like to see. I think before mommy died, if y'all had a situation, I was able to fix it or somehow bring some type of assistance. I can't take that pain away from anybody. Not my kids, not all 5 of y'all. There's nothing I can do about that. That's very challenging for me to sit back and not be able to do anything. That's very challenging. What is the most challenging thing about our relationship?
When I say this, I don't feel like, we know how our attitudes are, but this is not, I don't think it's like a challenge with us. I think we have the same problem where I feel like we want to help other people, and I feel like that's where we're challenged at because you do too much, they don't want to do nothing for themselves, and you don't do enough, and they don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we know, like, how just mommy was, you were doing everything for her, and I feel like sometimes I overcompensate doing extra things for my brother or just certain things like that. So I feel like that's a challenge that we face together. Like,
that we just both have the same.
We just have the same that in common. Like,
I agree.
We will just she will literally go to the limit, max beyond for anybody in our family, and I just feel like sometimes it's not deserved for.
Or for me, I don't not even deserve because y'all being my siblings is enough for me to deserve it. But I don't feel like it's ever appreciated.
Yeah.
And when I say appreciated, I don't mean I need somebody to reciprocate the same thing and do the same thing for me because I don't even like help. So I don't need it to be reciprocated, just appreciate it. When I do go, people just act like sometimes I feel like when I do certain things that it was easy for me to do. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes I didn't have it and I gave you my last or I didn't do something else to do it for somebody else. But I don't go around announcing it. But because you don't announce it, people never even take a second thought to how you did it. You know?
Yeah.
So. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could change one thing about me, what would it be?
That's hard.
It's hard. I'm not perfect.
If I could change one thing about you, what would it be? Okay. This is not anything physical. This is something, whatever. If I could change one thing, I think I would change that you weren't with us. Besides the fact that I feel like it caused you a lot of pain and different things like that, I think any issues that you have with anybody stem from that because you weren't here. You know what I mean? Not with anybody, I mean any of us.
Yeah.
Because we're, it's very fresh still. It's like being 3 years old with a 3-year-old sibling. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
really how.
That's
like,
right, because it's still so fresh.
With that 3-year-old.
Everything stems from right. So anything, not everything, but I feel like a lot of discrepancies stem from us just not having that time.
Yeah.
So if I could change anything, it would be that you didn't grow up with us. What are you hesitant to tell me?
I feel like, how do I word this? Not so much I'm living in your shadow type thing, but the fact that where I came from, I grew up with everybody I grew up with. It was like I knew everybody that was known. So coming up here, everyone knows me as her little sister, like a Lamont's daughter, her little sister. So I think that was kind of like, it took me a while to get out of the Shann's little sister to this is Ashley. Like, I think that's the only thing, yeah. Like, because every time I go out, oh, who's this? Who's my sister? Like, so everyone's like, oh, that's just her sister. Like, I never had a name, like, until.
I guess I never thought about that.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing, like, I feel like I used to be the plug. The fact that it's like, it's different when you the one in the family that's like, you know everybody. So, like,
and that's the thing, I don't feel like I know people.
She knows everybody. Like, we've never been anywhere where someone didn't say hey to you. Like, never. Just know, like, seriously.
It's your turn.
Okay. What was your first impression of me? And when I say this, I mean,
from when?
Like the very first moment.
Very first at my house?
Not even that. Like before, because we were already talking before then. Like we had talked already.
But you just were really nice and proper and like well mannered and.
That's all true.
I don't know. I would have never thought. Like I remember when you finally moved here, you're like, I want to go out and I want to go to the Ratchet Place.
She was she was like, what?
Don't take me like to know. Like no, I want to go like where all the hood. Like I want to go where everybody else is going. Like I want to go where the real people. Like don't take me like downtown like to the mixed crowd. Like I want to see where the real people at first. Like
it was so much fun.
Right. You're like, oh my god, I love this. Like my turn.
Yep.
What can I do to support your healing? And I didn't think about I'd say you're healing from either not being around or from mommy.
I think for both, I'd like to just hear different stories because I wasn't around for a lot, like pretty much most of it. So I think like, I feel like sometimes when you guys tell stories, like I've known her so well or just how she would react, it makes it seem like I was there. Like I could just see the scenario playing in my head. Right. I feel like that's like, it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna get certain closure for various reasons, but I feel like that helps a lot. Like I feel like I'm still learning about her.
Right.
So it makes it a little less painful sometimes.
Is there ever a time I make you feel unwanted or uncomfortable maybe?
Uncomfortable, no. I feel like when we've had disagreements or arguments before, like, remember when you thought I took your glasses, whatever, and I was like, I didn't even want to argue with you because I was like, she's gonna find them eventually. Like, I was really sitting here like, I remember when she was like, did you take my glasses? And I was like, what? And
little info. I was so mad about your glasses. First of all, I'm cheap and I don't buy accessories. So the first time I go to buy an accessory and it went missing, I wanted to fight everybody. I was cursing everybody out. Yeah. Everybody in my house, everybody. But anyway.
Yeah, so I felt like when that happened, like, you know where I feel like we all had this super horrible petty streak. Like we all have it.
Yeah, because our mom was like
right. So I felt like
not that it makes it right, but
I feel like
where we get it from.
Whenever we do have like disagreements, like we're so quick to fire back because with some fire shit too.
Right.
Like
bitch.
I didn't even think about it. Like
fuck you too.
I really was dead when you said that message. I was crying, laughing like she gonna be. I was like, look, she gonna feel stupid as fuck when she find him a week from now. And what happened? It was literally a week. She texted me and she was like, I'm sorry I accused you of taking my glasses.
But I was just sorry.
I feel like I feel like that's the only thing. Like I don't like being shunned.
Yeah, I shoot to too.
Like when we argue, she'll shun me, and then she'll like her and Ty will be on Instagram doing this and that, and I'm like seriously like.
Okay, but now she's saying that.
I do no.
I'm being together.
I know, but in my head, when you shun me,
yes.
But I feel like whenever like we shun me, whatever.
It's not like I call Ty like let's be sisters on Instagram.
In my mind,
I made it.
In my mind, they're like yes, cause we together. Like fuck my other sister, cause she took my glasses.
Well,
don't let that shit fool you.
I think this was informational.
Yes, it really was. And we still had damn near a whole bottle of wine left.
Thanks for watching.